2026, India made history. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced the mother of all deals, a landmark free trade agreement between India and the European Union, covering 2 billion people, representing 25% of global GDP and creating a combined market worth $27 trillion. To understand this historic achievement, we must recognize the contributions of leaders from Indira Gandhi to Narendra Modi in building India's global trade architecture. The road to Brussels began decades ago. In the mid-1970s, India joined the Bangkok Agreement, now known as Asia-Pacific Trade Agreement, a preferential trade arrangement that marked one of India's earliest steps towards Asia-Pacific trade cooperation. In 1995, India joined the World Trade Organization under P.V. Narasimha Rao, a watershed moment that forced structural reforms and opened India's service sector to global competition. His Look East policy in 1991 shifted India's entire orbit towards Southeast Asia. Then came Atal Bihari Vajpayee, who began India's shift towards bilateral trade agreements, signing India's first ever bilateral free trade agreement with Sri Lanka in 1998, and the framework agreement with Thailand in 2003, setting the stage for the FTA expansion that followed. In 1991, as Finance Minister Dr Manmohan Singh dismantled the License Raj and liberalised the Indian economy. As Prime Minister from 2004, he pursued an ambitious vision of integrating India into global value chains. Under his leadership, India signed the ASEAN Goods FTA in 2009, later expanding it to services and investment, along with groundbreaking agreements with South Korea in 2009 and Japan in 2011. Most remarkably, Dr. Singh initiated negotiations with the European Union in 2007 that culminated in today's historic deal. Though negotiations stalled in 2013, Dr. Singh had laid the foundation for India's most ambitious trade agreement. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi took office in 2014, he transformed this foundation. India's approach evolved from self-reliance toward embracing high-value free trade arrangements alongside domestic manufacturing strength. Since 2014, India has concluded and operationalized several major trade agreements that reshaped our global economic footprint. In April 2021, India operationalized its agreement with Mauritius. In May 2022 came the breakthrough UAE-India Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, completed in a record-breaking 88 days. By December 2022, India concluded the Economic Cooperation and Trade Agreement with Australia. This gave Indian exporters duty-free access to 96% of Australian tariff lines. In July 2025, the landmark India-UK Comprehensive Economic and Trade Agreement was signed. October 2025 saw the EFTA agreements with Switzerland, Iceland, Liechtenstein and Norway, bringing investment commitments worth $100 billion. In December 2025, India signed agreements with Oman and concluded negotiations with New Zealand. And now, in January 2026, comes the crown jewel, the India-EU Free Trade Agreement. After nearly 2 decades of negotiations, started by Dr. Singh in 2007, stalled in 2013, and relaunched in June 2022 by Prime Minister Modi, the agreement is finally concluded in 2026. The deal eliminates tariffs on over 96% of traded goods, provides services access across 144 EU subsectors, and creates a combined market of 2 billion people worth $27 trillion, while protecting India's sensitive agricultural sectors. The timing reveals deeper significance. At a time when the Trump administration has announced steep tariff measures targeting India and the EU, both economies need strategic alternatives. The mother of all deals is more than trade. It's a statement about rules-based partnership in a multipolar world. As Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, this agreement empowers India and EU's shared commitment towards democracy and the rule of law. President von der Leyen called it a signal that rules-based cooperation still delivers great outcomes. From 1991, when Dr Manmohan Singh as Finance Minister liberalised India's economy, till now, in 2026, when the India-EU deal is concluded, India's journey has been extraordinary. Dr Singh opened the doors. He built the foundations with ASEAN, South Korea and Japan. He initiated the EU negotiations. Prime Minister Narendra Modi accelerated the momentum. He secured agreements with the UAE, Australia, the UK, FTA and brought the EU deal home. Together, through their vision and persistence, they have transformed India from an inward-looking economy to a confident, globally integrated power. Today, India has preferential trade access to dozens of countries across Asia, Europe and the Pacific, cementing its position as a global economic powerhouse. With Jyoti Shukla, Bureau Report, India Today Global.